Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review of Celestial Method, episode 4, I believe. Yeah, episode 4. Now, this episode was mainly centered around Yuzuki, okay? It really was, and we do get some foreshadowing that something really tragic may have happened in Yuzuki's past because of the saucer, okay? And right now it seems that at least Yuzuki, along with what's her name? The chick that always has the headphones on. I don't remember what her name is. She's only seen like briefly in this episode though, in like 2 brief scenes. But it seems like both of them have a grudge against Nonoka for helping them summon the saucer. It seems like both Noelle and Koharu don't. Both of them, well, Noelle just seems to be happy-go-lucky, really. But Koharu definitely doesn't seem to hold a grudge against her for that, which I find very interesting that the two of them do, but the other two don't. Okay, so, but this episode was mainly centered around Yuzuki, and we don't get any foreshadowing at all as to why that other headphone chick might actually have a grudge against Nonoka for that. Although I assume that we're going to get that eventually, maybe even next episode, who knows. Or maybe they'll continue to be centered around Yuzuki next episode, because it kind of did end off on quite a bit of a cliffhanger here. Now, I want to talk about Yuzuki for a second, because there's 2 ways you can look at this. You can look at it and think that she's very shallow, because for a little bit in the episode, it seemed like the only reason that she was pissed about the saucer and that she slapped Nonoka was because of they canceled the fireworks. Now, of course, there's also that scene at the hospital there was that brief flashback at the hospital, which is what could be the foreshadowing of a bit more darker themes to come. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe her parents died or something. Okay, I mean that's a very good possibility. But how the saucer would cause that, I don't know. See, that's just it. There's a lot of stuff that still needs to be explained about the saucer. What the fuck is the saucer? I also want to know how they summoned it, too. I mean, that has yet to be explained as well. Now, I know a lot of people think that Yuzuki's kind of annoying, and while I can't really say that I don't understand why, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt and see if they'll actually be able to flesh her character out a bit more. Okay, now, in terms of Koharu in this episode, I agree and disagree with what she said at the same time, with how she said, that she thinks what Yuzuki's doing is pointless, because it kind of is. And I'm not saying she should have been sugarcoated it a bit more, because obviously with someone like Yuzuki, you can't really do that. Okay. Alright, but that being said, there must be some reason why Yuzuki is doing this. Okay, if the series has good writing, there's going to be a good reason why Yuzuki is doing this. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and overall, this episode was just actually really sad. Okay, and it looks like they're really starting to dive into it right now, which is good. I very much enjoyed this episode. Okay, and I enjoyed all the characters that were presented in here as well. I don't think there's a single character so far that I dislike, which is good. And I really hope that soon they get to that one other, or Togawa I think her name is. I really hope soon they get to a Togawa and explain exactly why she hates the saucer so much and hates Nonoka for helping them summon it. Is it the same reason as Yuzuki, or is it completely different? And why are those the only 2 that seem to have a grudge against Nonoka for it? Because, like I said, both Koharu and Noelle don't really seem to at all. Okay, and overall, I just want to know what happened because of the saucer in this town, okay? And here's another thing I want to mention. And people have mentioned this before, I think I have as well. Nonoka just came up with the idea for it seems, but everyone helped her summon it, so there must be a reason why they're blaming her for it. I mean, Yuzuki did mention something about Wait, no, it was actually Togawa in one of the two scenes that she was in this episode mentioned something about her like helping them summon the saucer and then leaving. So maybe they think that. So maybe at least on Togawa's part, she thinks that she thinks that Nonoka like abandoned them or something. But I don't know. There's still a lot of empty space in the plot here, obviously, and it makes sense because it's still only episode 4. Okay, so there's a lot more that they have to do yet. A lot more they have to answer yet. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode of Celestial Method. If you have yet to see this week's episode of Celestial Method, then I definitely recommend that you do. There was a lot of plot in this, a lot of drama in this episode. Really good. Really well done drama, I might add, and I just really enjoyed it. So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.